We had a lot of fun in the beginning because Uryu sounds like who are you? So, you know, I'd say, you know, how do you pronounce it? And they go, Uryu. I go, who am I? Who are you? No, Uryu. Oh, Uryu. Okay, you know.
Being such a old language and having so much history attached to it, there's so much to learn from the way words are put together. Like the fact that Ichigo means strawberry. That just came up only maybe a dozen episodes ago. We didn't even know that in some cases, and I feel like I actually can, you know, fake some Japanese now.
Let's add a little something there, clenched teeth.
For some reason or other, I'm hired a lot now to do bad guys.
Beautiful. I'll take a safety with a little more voice. Slight stretch.
I never used to play bad guys when I first started doing anime stuff. I always got the, you know, the real nice kid guys, you know? And I always talked like this. And as I got older, for some reason, my voice naturally started to get deeper. And so I started getting this other stuff. But I love playing like evil bad guys.
That little bit of bait I used can't possibly have drawn this.
I work on this, and also for the same company, I also work on Naruto. And those two characters are really similar in terms of how they sound. So there will be times when I'm going, oh no, am I doing Uryu or am I doing Shino, Aburame? And the only thing that I mentally can remember as far as the difference between the two of them, which makes them kind of stand apart from each other, even though they're definitely on the same field as far as voices go, is, you know, if I ever do Shino, I always do more like of a Christian Slater type of thing, you know, and he's more like this. And whenever I do Uryu, it's more like, what are you talking about? You talking to me? You know, it's more like a Clint Eastwood thing, you know? So, I definitely have fun with that. I'm waiting for the day when Uryu will be facing a bad guy and he'll say, I know what you're thinking. Did I slash you 5 times or only 6? You know, or something like that.
It's a good thing Orehime's not here.
Okay.
I try to focus on just being in the moment. More often than not is just being well rested because it's about focus. I can do my job and make it decent.
You can see me.
But not really make it totally connected and really human. And I think what makes it, that little extra bump that makes it really human is like how much you're really in the moment. You know, like instead of saying like, oh, okay, I need to sound mad or I need to sound sad, you know? It's not about sounding a certain way, it's actually about like really being that, and that just takes like focus and concentration and also just the fact of actively doing it, you know? So after a long day, sometimes you can be like, oh, and it's like automatic, and that's what I really try not to do, is make my performance automatic. And this character in particular was kind of tricky, in the sense that, like, we had to tweak her voice a lot. Oh, that needs to be faster, that second.
Yep, stretch the first and faster on the second.
Ayame! Now recite our Kotodama. Soten Kishun! Soten Kishun, I reject!
Yeah, we can line those up.
So it wasn't something that, like, when I came into work, I was just, like, immediately there, or, like, just would know off the top of the bat, like, where the voice was or where the character was, because the producers were very specific about how they wanted her to sound. And also, I think the Japanese, when I listen to the Japanese, I feel like it's a little bit more higher pitched and a little bit more innocent sounding than what they wanted her to sound like in English.
Oh, guess what? You guys,
They wanted to make sure that it's believable that she is powerful and tough.
Oh my gosh, she's changed.
You mean she's not as ditzy?
Not at all.
And they made it very clear that even though she's comedic and
Right.
kind of seemingly ditzy, she's not stupid and she's not a ditz.
episode I don't want to miss, so let's go home.
So, like, finding that balance in the beginning was really challenging.
Impossible!
then as the show goes on, you see that she actually has a lot of powers and quite a lot of ability. And she kind of has to like learn to believe in herself, you know, that she can do all this stuff.
Anyone who tries to hurt Tatsuki will have to answer to me!
Episode 18? That's the one where I nearly passed out, because that's a long thing of screaming, you know? And a lot of panting.
Very nice. Playback.
So there are a few times when, you know, screams and panting or running and all that lasts so long that, you know, I nearly black out at the end of it. That was the first time I was like, okay, I can't do any more dubbing, you know, that day. Because sometimes I do dubbing here, then I go somewhere else. And that day I was like, I'm done. I can't go and do a little kid's voice now, you know? All that Urahara training helped out. Now I can scream for hours.
Let's play.